Okay, so we're here today to talk about Android Mini Collectibles Series 1 Fake Editions. So this is one of the boxes that I was able to snag. As you can see, there aren't a lot of differences between this box and a real one. You have the designs available in the front. I do think they all show the right ratio, and these are the right figures. However, when we open them up, we can see a little detail on each box that will help us identify that these are indeed fakes. So this is the box. It's pretty much like the first one of the Series 1 boxes. The second run was a bit taller, and I think the legs of the androids were shown in the upper part of the box. One of the signs that this is a fake box is that in Worker, down here, there are only two sets of 2 dots each, and it should have 4 sets of 2 dots, like in these cases. Another tell sign is that this is a numbered box right there. The real ones aren't numbered, so it's really a blind box. In this case, this 4 means that this is the box for the Darknet. I'll put the rest of the numbers down below. First up is the standard green Android that has, as you can see, some imperfections. No attention to detail here. And when compared to the real version, this is what you get. Look at the eyes, for instance. The arms are a slightly different color. And the Android sign in the back, it's not really visible on the fake one. The next one I can show you is Worker. Again, it has some imperfections. This doesn't line up, as you can see, the little triangle with a tie. When compared to the real one, you can instantly see which one is the real or the fake. This one has more attention to details on the color and on the design. The next one I can show you is Octopoid. This is the fake version. And when compared to the real one, you can clearly see that the colors on the real one are much brighter and the design is much more perfected. I have a couple more versions I can show you. This is Copperbot. Again, no attention to detail here. Sloppy coloring. And the colors don't match. If this line is aligned in the front, in the back, there's a mismatch. This is Copperbot. Next up is high voltage. Again, the main thing to point out here is the sloppy coloring and the slightly off-center design. You can see the blending with the black and yellow. That shouldn't happen. I don't have the real high voltage to compare. Next one is Creature. This is really off. This is slightly off center. The mouth is all wrong. But again, I'm showing you so that You can compare to yours and see if you have the real ones, or if you were unfortunate and you bought some fake ones. All the droids so far were able to move their arms and head. This is Albino. I don't know why, but this doesn't rotate his head, only rotates his arms. I think this one is the one that may be mistaken more often, because it's really simple. But you can look out for two main things. In this case, the eyes are all colored, but it can happen that, like in this case, they have some areas that were forgotten to be painted. You can search for that on this figure. You can search for the rotating head. This is the fake one. This doesn't rotate. In the real, it does. The arms, okay, the arms move in both. And you can check the coloring below his little neck. Fake ones usually have a more sloppy coloring. So this is Albino. This is Darknet. As you can see, the painting on his eye is a little off. In some of the droids, the antennas are not doing with the same angle with the body. This is not that bad actually, but you can look for that as well. And that's pretty much it. This little guy is the reactor. This glows in the dark. The center part and the head, not the arms. I don't know if the real one has arms that glow in the dark, but this doesn't. Again, the painting on this design is a bit off, slightly off center. It's pretty well noticeable. The eyes don't really look that bad, but here's Reactor so you can compare. And now for the chase versions. I think the most obvious one is APK, which is this little guy. Again, sloppy coloring both in the neck area and in the back. I think this guy is supposed to be the intruder, another chase version. As you can see, there is sloppy painting as well in this one. And finally, this is Copperbot. In the real one, there isn't that much of a difference between the color in his head and the color in his body. As you can see, the head on this one is a lot darker. The rounding, the white circle on his eyes is not that marked either on the real version. And I don't know if the arms have this wrinkle pattern, because I was never able to put my hands on a real Copperbot, but this is a fake one. I think it's pretty well noticeable. So this was my little guide to spot Android fakes. You can check for more information at Andrew Bell's website, Dead Zebra, and in the box below. Thanks for watching. Click the like button if you liked this video, and don't forget to subscribe.